So what is processor? Processor means a device that processes whatever. In this context, processor means a device that processes numbers, specifically binary number 0 and 1. So that means any device which can able to process anything, analyze anything, it is called simply processor. But if we relate to our electronic subject to processor, that means the device which can able to process any binary number or want to able to analyze any binary number, it is called processor. So zeros and ones, that means you know that in the, when you deal with any digital electronics or digital subject, it is only 0 and 1 number will be there. So you can able to say the processor which can spatially work with binary numbers. So in this context, that means you are using scientific calculators, you are using general calculators, it is also a processor. In this inside this calculators, some processors must be there. Okay. In the late 1960s, processors were built using discrete elements. These devices performed the required operation but were too large and too slow. Maybe in 1960s, in that type processors was there. In that processor's size was very large. Maybe one building size of one processor may be like one building, or you like a one college, your college or your department, like that. So that means so much big processors was there, but they are also slow and they are not be so much working so much efficiently, because in early in the late 1960s or early 70s, in that time electronics VLSI technology was not so much developed. What is VLSI technology? VLSI technology means very large scale of integration. So I will talk it later, don't worry. So this is the processor. So any device, any instrument which can able to process anything, which can able to do some arithmetic operation or any specific processing work, if it is able to do, so it is called processor. What is microprocessor? The microprocessor is the core of computer system. First of all, without microprocessor, you cannot able to do any computer related work. For this reason, when you are going to buy any computer in your suppose for your friend or for your yourself, so first thing we have to ask the seller that what is the processor you are giving. If you going to buy one laptop, you just find out the first thing, what is the processor you are giving, which type of processor. It is i3, it is i5, it is dual core, core 2 duo, or it is Celeron. Which type of processor you are giving? This is the first question you have to ask, because the processor is the brain of the computer. It is the main component of the computer. The whole processing thing, your computer will be fast or not, your computer is how much perform well or not, how your computer will perform, it is totally depends on the processor. Okay, so nowadays many communication, digital entertainment, portable device are controlled by them. The what comes from the combinations micro and processor. Simply, if any processor is very small, one IC suppose, so it is called microprocessor. That means small processor. If your processor is very small, it is called microprocessor. So if you see the picture, in this picture you can able to see once, I think everyone's those who are using the desktop, actually those who are using the laptop, inside every desktop, every laptop, you can able to find this type of one IC board. In this IC board, if you able to see, one CPU will be there, one EPROM will be there, one counter or timer will be there, serial input output will be there, parallel input output will be there, RAM and disk controller, or other so many things will be there. I think anyone able to want to see this thing, you can just open your desktop. If it is desktop is there, but laptop don't do it, because laptop there is some other if your laptop is working good and it is working condition, don't do it, don't open it, because sometimes it may have some problem also. But if you have desktop, you can able to see when you just open your desktop CPU, you can able to see this type of IC board must be there. So the students, anyone saw it? Student, anyone saw this board into your desktop? Or anyone ever saw this type of board anywhere? Tell me, students. Hemant, Bhuvaneshwar, Manisha, Balaji, anyone? Yes, Hemant, tell me. Have you ever saw this type of board? If you saw, where you saw? Tell me. Please share your experience with me and others. Anyone? Please respond. Yes. Anyone saw this type of board anywhere? Your desktop, your laptop, any other device, anywhere? Anyone saw this type of thing? No response. What happened? Tell me.
Yes, sir, have seen.
Where do you see?
CPUs.
In the CPUs, yes. If you can able to see this type of thing in computer hardware shop. If you go any computer hardware shop, so many things you can able to see. That means some unused, some problematic, some processes you can able to find, and you see so many things is there. So this is the
we can also see this in smart TV, sir.
Also see in smart TV, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Very good. You also can able to see in the smart TV. Also, you can see in the smart your smart phone also. This will be little bit small, but this type of arrangement you can able to see. Okay, na? Okay, very good. So, what is history of microprocessor generation? A microprocessor, also known as a CPU or central processing unit, is complete computation engine that is fabricated on a single chip. The first microprocessor was the Intel 4004, introduced in 1971. So this first microprocessor is fabricated by Intel. It is means that the first commercial microprocessor, it is 4004, but uncommercial microprocessor already invented by Motorola during the Second World War, I think so. Okay, na? So first microprocessor was developed by Intel in 1971. The name of first microprocessor was 4004, and this is 4-bit microprocessor. That means my data size of this type of microprocessor must be 4-bit. That means if you want to do work in this microprocessor, this work that your data you have to use in this during this work must be not more than 4-bit. Okay, so it was that 4004 was not very powerful. All it could do was add and subtraction, and it could only do that 4 bits at a time. But it was amazing that everything was on one chip. Prior to the 4004, engineers built computers either from collections of chips or from discrete components. So the 404 powered one of the first portable electronics calculator. So this is amazing thing. That means in one IC, if you fabricated or if you embedded all of the components, so it is called CPU. Okay, so and it can able to do some processing work. If it can able to do some arithmetic work. So this thing you can call as a CPU. Okay, so first CPU, first electronics calculator was developed with the help of 4004 microprocessor, which was invented by Intel in 1971. Okay, in the world of personal computers, the terms microprocessor and CPU are used interchangeably. At the heart of all personal computers and most workstations sits a microprocessor. The microprocessors also control the logic of almost all digital devices, from clock, radios of the fuel injection system for automobiles. Okay, so this is the what is thing, this is the one type of the application of microprocessor. Suppose when in the space research is fully controlled by microprocessor, because in the space when the someone sends some space shuttle into the space, so no human beings not able to go into this space shuttle, because suppose I am sending one space shuttle into the Mars, how is possible? No human beings will be there. So who will control the whole space shuttle during so many days? If you send one space shuttle in moon, who will control? Microprocessor must be controlled, because some program already send it and all the instruction already send it into this microprocessor from the base station, and it can control easily the whole space shuttle. Same thing nowadays, the maximum flights are in the aviation also, the commercial flights. So if you're going from one country to another country, you are using flights and aeroplanes. Sometimes these aeroplanes, we know that some pilot is there, but maximum time this pilot, they used autopilot. Autopilot means automatically it will take the aeroplane from one state to another state, or one destination to another destination. No need of pilot sometimes. When it is need to down, when it is into the sky, maximum time the pilots no need. The physical pilot not need. Autopilot will operate the whole plane. This thing you know that? I think maximum you not know this thing. When plane is landing and when it is going to fly, in that time pilot is needed. But maximum time when it is going to the sky, no pilot needed. Autopilot actually what? And what is autopilot? It is nothing but it is it is a microprocessor based or processor based some instruction already given by previously someone into the microprocessor, and during this time it is operate like that. Okay, so this is the thing. So three basic characteristics differentiate microprocessor. One is instruction set, one is bandwidth, and one is clock speed. What is instruction set? In the instruction set, the set of instructions that the microprocessor can execute. So this is the most important thing in microprocessor, instruction set. So when I going to operate any microprocessor, I have to give some particular instruction to the microprocessor. Simple thing. Suppose now I am talking. You are just attend my class. How it is possible? You have to open your smartphone. In this smartphone, you have to open the Microsoft Team app. After that, you can able to see my class or attend my class. Actually, what you are doing? You are giving some instruction to the smartphone, nothing else. When you open your smartphone, you are giving some instruction to the smartphone. Just open it. When you click, when you touch one app, after the app is opening, that means what is this? During this click, you giving some instruction to the microprocessor of your smartphone. Please open this this type of instructions. Please open the app. When you open your app, what you want to do with this app? You give another click when you are giving in your smartphone. That means in every touch or every click in your laptop or smartphone, you are giving instruction to this type of microprocessor that you should do this work. Simply in your smartphone, when you open one PDF, when you just click the PDF is open, you just read it. Now what is this? Nothing that you giving one instruction to the microprocessor of your particular smartphone. Let's open this PDF. I want to read this. But one thing you have to know that our common language not understand by microprocessor or any digital electronics device. So actually, when you click somewhere in your laptop or when you click somewhere in your smartphone, that means you are producing some digital instruction. That means you are giving some digital signals to your microprocessor. If every click, every touch of your smartphone or laptop. Maybe this number is like that, 11000011 like that. I don't know. But this number corresponds some meaning. Every number or every digital signals corresponds some meaning. Suppose when you copy or paste something in your smartphone or in your laptop, this copy, we know it is copy means copy something, paste means paste something. But this copy or paste, these two English words, not able to understand by this microprocessor of your laptop or your smartphone. This copy may be the meaning of the digital electronics or digital this microprocessor maybe means like that 11001100 like that. Paste maybe like that 1111 some number. This number actually understand by this microprocessor or this any electronic device. So the language we have to communicate with your laptop or microprocessor, we have to deal with some instructions. The instructions will convert it into some digital bit. After that, it will communicate with the microprocessor. So we need some instructions which can execute the particular, which can able to execute some particular work. Okay, so for this reason, some instruction set is there in particular every microprocessor and microcontroller also. So we have to find out this instruction set first. We have to know this instruction set. So which instructions perform which type of work? This thing we should know. Next, bandwidth, the number of bits processed in a single instruction. How many bits we have to process or we have to give in particular instruction, it is called the bandwidth of this particular microprocessor. If the bandwidth is high, that means more number of instructions you can able to send. Okay. Next is the clock speed. So given in megahertz, the clock speed determines how many instructions per second the processor can execute. So what is clock speed? Clock speed means in one clock pulse. So how many instructions you can able to send to the microprocessor, and microprocessor can able to execute also. So how many instruction can be executed in one clock one clock, it is determined by the clock speed, and it is also the indicate the performance of microprocessor, because in your microprocessor which you are using, clock speed also be mentioned. So high clock speed means good type of microprocessor you are using in your laptop or in your laptop or your smartphone. So this is thing. Okay. So from 2 to 3, have you any class, or I can continue the class? Wasim? Wasim, are you online? Any students? Any students?
Sir.